when we stifle our emotions, it's trying to shove a beach ball in underwater and hold it underwater. And that works for a while. You can hold a beach ball underwater for a while, but eventually, no matter what, no matter how strong you are, if you're holding a beach ball underwater, eventually you're not going to be able to hold it anymore, and it's going to pop up in unconscious ways. And this is what happens with our emotions when we don't allow ourselves to feel them, when we stifle our emotions. And in my experience, most often when people are rude or shitty or snap at you for something that's like you had no real reason to feel that way or to act that way towards me, it's nothing to do with you. People will look for a reason to get upset. They're going around life waiting for anything to not go perfect so that they can get mad. And what that is it's an unconscious mechanism for trying to help us heal, because it brings up these emotions that have been hiding. And it's until we sit with these emotions and feel them, they'll continue to bring up events in our lives. They'll magnetize events into our life that make us feel those emotions, so that we can be like, where is this coming from? Where is this stored in my body? What's causing this? What's the original memory? What's the first time I felt this emotion? It's about tracing those things back and really feeling those and sitting with the parts of ourselves that haven't been honored properly. So we have to understand that when people are like lashing out and we see emotions jumping out of people, really try to have grace with them, because it's really truly nothing personal against you. It's their own subconscious trying to help them to find the emotions and where they came from and what it is that they're feeling. And in my experience, anger or people being rude or like overtly shitty to you, that normally is covering up pain and sadness and fear and shame. It's a way of masking those emotions to the personality of the body. So a lot of times that looks like anger. So I just want you to understand that, friends and family, that a lot of times when people are mean to you for no reason, it's like there's just a scared, traumatized little kid who's not ready to hold those feelings and to look at them and to understand what they went through, and they don't feel safe within themselves and their own heart, and it's a lashing out almost against the universe, against the world, that, you know, fuck everything, my life ended up this way. And it's like the hardest part is that when we give our personal power away, like, oh, I'm just a victim of the universe, then if you think that that's true, you believe that to be true, then there's no way for you to overcome its challenges. You're saying, no matter what, I'm stuck in this scenario. And if you believe that, then that's true. Then that will be the case. But if you take full 1000% responsibility for not everything that has happened, but for your reaction and your response to everything that you've been through. You didn't choose your traumas and what you went through, but you do choose how you deal with those things. And I think that that's a really important aspect of healing, is taking responsibility for our own trauma, not for what happened, but taking responsibility for how we deal with it, how we transmute that energy, how we take that pain and that sorrow and that hardship and that shame and the guilt and all of that, and we make it into something beautiful. Because you can. You truly can. You can use that pain and that heartache and all of that to make joy in your life and in other people's life. And then that's taking the pain in the world and transforming it into beauty. And this is what being an alchemist means. This is what practicing transmutation, the philosopher's stone, if you will. It's turning anything that the universe gives us into beauty, into joy, into prosperity, into something beneficial for us. Even the pain, even the hardships, even the suffering, even the the heartbreaking tragedies of our life, we are able to take those and make something beautiful out of it. And so yeah, again, I want to touch on it again that, you know, when people are like horrible to you, and it's like not justified. Obviously, if they are justified, you know, that's a different story, you know, but if it's not justified, like if there's no reason for somebody doing that to you, understand that it's not like they're like, fuck this person. It's a little scared, traumatized kid within them asking for help. They're trying to wake up the adult and say, hey, like there's something going on here. I need you. So the more that we can have grace in those scenarios, it's almost like it's a Uno reverse when somebody is terrible to us for no reason, and then you're still genuinely kind. Then a lot of times that person will be like, oh, I was a fucking jerk, wasn't I? Like, why was I acting like that? And it's like it starts the domino effect of reflecting on that anger and on that projection, and it starts a process, even if it's unconscious, of looking at those spaces and really reflecting on why. And that is the medicine. That is the start of the healing for that, is noticing those things. When you respond to somebody who's horrible to you and you're mean back, that gives them justification. Like, I fuck that guy. I should have been like, you know what I mean? It gives them a reason to have been mad. But when you let people treat you however they treat you, and it does not affect your vibration, and you just stay in a high vibrational state of joy and peace and understanding and calmness within yourself and kindness, just like genuinely smiling through the fuck you, you know, just, I love you too, friend, and I hope you feel better. I think you would be very, very surprised, if you don't practice this, how much it can defuse these situations. Kindness is an incredible form of magic. It is a real life miracle. It is grace. It's a beautiful thing, family. And yeah, I didn't plan on talking that long. I just felt like it was something that I needed to share, or felt called to share. So I did. I love you, friends and family, and sending out my prayers and my love. That's how the kids do it now, right? Like that. It's not a bad angle. Like that, I mean. Bang. That's how I learned how to do it. I guess that's dating me. I'm a millennial. Let go, though. I love you, fam. And yeah, sending out all the good things and love and light and whatever you need, headed your way. Pew, 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 pew. You know, blessings, 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 blessings. You know, all that. I love you.